Hello.
Hi there.
And welcome to another one of our horror reviews.
Yes.
I'm Randy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Final Destination 2.
Yes, because we were starting our Final Destination marathon, and now we're on
Number 2.
yes, chapter 2, number 2.
I gave this one, this is probably my favorite of the franchise. Just for some odd reason.
I can see why it is.
But I gave this one 4.5 stars.
I did too. I think it's like a runner-up for me in my favorites. This is like my second favorite, I think, but I don't know. I haven't like completely made up my mind, but I think it's either my favorite or my second favorite in the franchise too. Probably my second favorite, behind another one, which we'll get to later. But this one is a very solid movie. In fact, I think if anything, it does kind of take slowly is the one that starts to take the more comedic route, which I think 3 is a real movie that starts to do that, but this one slightly starts to make it a little less like depressing, but we have a whole new premonition and a whole new group of characters, and there's a surprise cameo of one of the characters again, but it's AJ Cook and a bunch of other characters. They are now on a vacation, I think for the summer or something, I don't know, and they're on Route 23 going on this trip, and on that premonition, she sees them getting into a car crash, which is probably debatably, I think, amongst the franchise and horror fans, one of the most famous premonitions in the entire franchise, because of the logging truck accident, and everyone like sees it, like I think any horror fan watches that scene, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't be behind a logging truck, I have to move or switch lanes because of this movie. This they actually used CGI for the logs. When they tried to use real logs, it didn't work. The logs kind of bounce off the truck, off the freeway, and through a car, and just decapitate and just completely kill this man that's in this car. It completely just dismembers him. They don't show it, but they just show it completely going right through him in the car, with blood coming out the other end, and a bunch of other stuff, explosions, a ton of them, and cars crashing into each other, motorcycles, trucks, everyone's just getting into a huge crash on the road. So now we had planes, now we have cars. We have cars show up one more time in the franchise too.
Yeah.
Actually twice, technically, in a way.
Technically
Two more times, but different ways. But really kind of clever, and if anything, a little bit more of a common fear. I think common thing, maybe not common fear, but a common thing to have happen, which I think makes it scary, because almost everyone drives. Not everyone flies in a plane, but as much as there are people that take flights, there's even more people that are either on the road or driving. Everyone goes somewhere on the road. Driver, passenger, whatever. Everyone's in cars. Everyone drives or is driven. So this is a very common thing to have happened. So I think this makes it so scary too.
Yes. And one of the main stars is back, Ali Larter.
Yes, Clear Rivers.
She is back for this one.
Mm.
They kill off Devon Sawa off screen.
In between the two movies. They say that he also got killed by another billboard in the first one, which we didn't talk about, what happened in the end. We did talk about that there's a final kill. Basically, it's that they think it's your Devon Sawa started guy's gonna get killed by the son, and the guy's like, well, who is it? And then it kills him, and we think that that's it. But we find out that Devon Sawa did die, shortly after, by another board coming down and crashing him too.
Yeah,
or brick off a building. That's
yeah.
it. A brick that comes off a building and kills him too.
Yeah. But unfortunately, Clear Rivers meets her demise in this one. Unfortunately, death catches up to her.
At the end.
At the end of the movie.
After you really started to like her, if not, I think more. I think she's, as much as she was likable in the first one, I think she's even more likable in this movie.
Yeah.
And she's so much tougher and stronger, and at first she's this character who's afraid, doesn't want to help, because AJ Cook's character, what's her name?
I have no idea.
Oh, I forget. It's just the K. Anyhow, but AJ Cook goes in there, because she finds out that she tracks her down to the mental facility that she's in now, and she's like, can you help me? I know you're only a surviving member of what happened last year in the Flight 180 incident. I just went through a car accident and it had the exact same thing, and now I think my friends are dying off one by one. Can you help me? And at first, Alior's like, I don't want to be near you. You are bad luck, basically. But doesn't say it, but she's like, you're bad luck. I won't be near you. Which I can't really blame her. And she's like, and Agent Cook calls her like a coward and like selfish, and like leaves like very upset, and like really lays it on her. And then later she decides to help her and her friends try to survive death and change the odds, but unfortunately, once again, things do not look so look so great for her friends, and almost all of them get killed. And this is the only film where not every single character is actually killed on or off screen, and there is one survivor that to this date has not been told whether or not they got killed or not, and that is A.J. Cook.
And the cop. This is a huge spoiler. She is the only character that does not die on or off screen. And the cop.
And the cop of all 5 movies, which is a huge deal, because every other character is either killed on or off screen in between movies or in a movie from this point on. Everyone in the first movie dead because Devon Sawa got killed in between the 2 movies.
And this one has some pretty sweet kills.
It does, and it has a lot more kills too.
Yes, there's an elevator scene.
There's a fire escape scene. A guy gets his hand stuck in a garbage disposal, and the kitchen lights on fire. He has to go down a garbage, like a ladder, like a escape from the apartment, a fire escape, and the ladder comes down and crushes his eye and goes right through his face.
There's this cool domino effect scene towards the end where this car blows up, and something goes into this lady's head. She's stuck, and then the airbag goes off and throws her head onto onto the pipe. There's a guy who gets crushed by a glass plate in a construction zone. And then the fence blows up. Causes decapitation.
There's some great kills. It cuts them into 3 pieces. It's like a wiring fence. It's like one of those barbed wire fences comes in like smack. It's like an explosion from that incident with the pipe, and then her like cigarette lights these gasoline that's go through another pipe and explodes, makes this biggest explosion. Then it triggers this barbed wire fence to come it's a domino effect kill. So the 2 kind of go together, and then he gets severed in 3 pieces. Yeah, it's crazy.
Sweet kills.
Pretty good kills, and there's also an elevator scene where a woman's head gets decapitated in an elevator when she's gonna go between these floors. It's weird, crazy stuff happens in this movie. Some of them are almost borderline humorous, but they're also really gory and kind of scary too. Even the sillier ones, just because of how immediate and how insane and twisted they are. So it's but yeah, pretty good acting this time around too. Ali Larter, I liked her just as much, if not better, in this movie. A.J. Cook was a really nice addition to the cast, and we got some good songs. We got Highway to Hell in the opening sequence. I thought that was really funny. There's, again, like I said, I think more humor in these sequels that continues to get more so. The more you go, especially 3 and 4, if anything, are the most over the top kind of humor. 5 not as much, but 3 and 4 definitely have a lot of humor, and just try to use this kind of stuff to make it more entertaining that way, I think too.
Yeah, hint Bloodlines, bring A.J. Cook back.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, good music, good kills, good concepts, and just it's a really good solid sequel. I think this one's actually underrated. From what I've seen, I was kind of surprised that this one has been so torn apart by a lot of people. I think it's a really good movie, and I think it holds up well, and I give this 4.5 stars as well. I really like this movie, and definitely check this out. We will be doing Final Destination 3, the Final Destination, or Final Destination 4, and Final Destination 5 next.
Yes, maybe even talk about Bloodlines a bit.
Our theories and what we know so far.
Yeah.
Which is very little, but yes. So thank you very much, and like and follow for more, and see you in the next video.
Yes, see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.